Is everybody enjoying their tour?
Yep.
Yep. Awesome. All right, well, my name is Lieutenant Matt Lipsky. I am here for the Pentagon. I'm not part of the ship's crew. They brought me out to explain a little bit about the environment and energy initiatives. This ship is one of our most modern ships in the fleet. If you look above you, one of the neat features we have, it looks like regular lighting, right? Fluorescent tubes, but they're actually solid-state lighting tubes, which means elongated LEDs. The advantage is it uses less energy, less heat is produced, and also less time to change the bulbs out because they last longer, which is a safety factor. Sailors don't have to go on ladders to change them out as much. A couple of things about the environment also that we do is on every bridge of every ship we have what is known as a whale wheel. We have spotters looking out for various things. Some of the things are whales, marine life. They look and are trained to identify fins, blows, and flukes. If they see that, we switch from active to passive radar or sonar. And the big initiative right now, because the Secretary of the Navy wants to break our dependence on fossil fuels, is alternative fuels. One thing we have is camelina seed oil. This is a picture of the camelina seed. Camelina seed has been around, used by humans for at least 1,000 years. The ancient Romans used to use it for lamp oil. We're using it now as a 50-50 blend with our JP5. Does anybody know what JP5 is?
Jet propulsion fuel.
Jet fuel, you got it, prize. So jet fuel is used in our aircraft. We're blending 50% traditional petroleum with this camelina seed. Pretty cool stuff. It's not fleet-wide yet, but we're getting it out there. Ships use a different type of fuel, a marine diesel, to get underway. What we're using for that is this product, red algae. Red algae is not a food crop like the camelina seed, and what we do is we harvest it commercially. We dry it into these flakes. We take these oily little flakes, we pulverize them into this oil, we take the oil and convert it into fuel. The goal is by 2020 to have 50% of our fleet using this type of fuel to power the ships. Because we got a lot of people coming, we're going to cut this to questions. Sir, you're perfect timing for that.
Are you guys going to make the fuel on the boat?
No, sir. Nope, it's a refinery process. The boats have too much other things going on, as you can tell, to do that. Good question. Any other questions?
Why blend 50%, why not 100%?
Great question. So as of right now, the technology to go to 100%, and it's been tried, works, but it dries out our seals in the aircraft. So it's not as perfected yet. The advantage is also of these type of camelina and algae, you're not competing with a commodity. Show of hands, who here is from California? Okay, so 10% of the fuel you put in your car is? Ethanol. That's right, so corn. When the Navy put out the request for proposal, they said it cannot be a food crop. Camelina is not food, it rotates nicely with soy and corn, kind of does good things for the soil, and red algae obviously is needed as well. Thanks guys, any other questions?
Is there any kind of a degradation in the fuel because of environmental?
Yeah, so it's organics. So one of the big concerns was, is this going to be stabilized? We have to put like a fuel booster into the fuel to keep it stable. So far so good, we've been okay. So storage has been not a problem. Great question. Anything else? Yes, sir.
What's the objective of the ship identifying marine life?
The objective is to not hit them. So there's been issues with, two things. One, to not hit them, and two, the whales steer their GPS as sonar. So by doing this, we try to avoid hurting that. Any other questions?
Do you have any kind of solar on the boat?
I don't believe we have any solar. I'm from the Pentagon, so I'm not a ship guy on this ship, but I don't believe there's any solar on this ship. We do have a lot of solar in our bases around the world. I think the big one is Hickam in Hawaii.